All right, welcome hockey fans to this Valentine's Day edition of St. Louis Park Bantam B2 Hockey. We are at Parade Ice Arena here, South Rink, for the final game of the district schedule for the St. Louis Park Bantam B2 team, which has been dominated by ties so far this year. People who are paying closer attention to the standings than me tell me St. Louis Park can't go any lower than where they're at currently, but if they win this game, they could jump a spot or two. So we'll see what happens here. They came to play. I think they have a full complement of players tonight as Eddie takes the draw. Eric and Griffin on his wings. Jakey and Caden out to start on D. Minneapolis sends it down low, around the net. Jake picks it up. Gets picked by Minneapolis. Bumps out to Eric, brings it up the far side. He makes a cross-ice pass to Griff. Don't see much there, unfortunately. Hey, down in front over there. Jessica, Luke. Yeah. Minneapolis, no, needed to sit. Yeah. All right, had to take care of some unruly spectators there. Now we're back in the defensive zone here with Cade ringing in the wall to Griffin. Griffin tries to keep banging it up the wall, but Minneapolis seems to have that sealed off. Griffin battling for it in the corner. Eddie coming there to pick up the loose puck. Poke check by Minneapolis player. Minneapolis throws it on net. Corey will cover that up for a face-off and allow the team to get a change. Okay, so out comes Bram for the draw. Eli and Everett. Remy and Nate on D. Remy on the left wing side. Looking for Eli across the ice. Eli pokes at it. Not much there. Minneapolis goes cross ice. Puts it down deep and they're going to go to work again. Bram pursues in the corner. Eli's able to chip it off the wall, but a little too hard. Minneapolis is going to get there first. Everett pursues, causes a turnover. Brown fires a shot on net. In the corner, pops out. Nate's going to get that on the D. It's a good shot on net there, wide open. Oh, Brown just couldn't quite find the handle. Great shot by Nate, just getting something on net. Found a lane and got it through. It doesn't have to be hard. It gets on net and causes some trouble. Graham pursuing it behind the net there, but Minneapolis comes away with it. Nate thought about pinching there. Decided not to. Rory makes a nice step on that puck, but just barely offside. So they'll face it off here. Alright, so another line change here. Benny Lewis and Rory out there up front. We've got Jakey and Cook out there on D. Jakey's got the puck here for Park. He's going to throw it up the wall. Lewis kicks it. Good bounce to Benny. Benny loses the handle of the blue line and comes back the other way. Jakey bangs it up the wall, but Minneapolis is right there. Read that play nicely. Minneapolis tries to go near side on Corey, but he has got that sealed off. Covers it up, and there'll be a face-off here. Defensive zone to Corey's glove side. 12:35 left, kind of a slow game so far. A few whistles and not a lot of flow yet. Park rings that around. Looks like it's going to be an icing. So we'll bring it right back down. Like I said, not much flow yet. We're 2.5 minutes into the game, and Benny sends it back to the back corner. Rory touches it. Jakey can't quite get to it. Elliott pursues behind the net. Rory comes away with that. Rory is some stick handling. Nice pass up to Benny. Just can't quite handle it. Another good stick by Rory there. Benny pursues up the wall. Rory with a good stick check. Benny finds it. Benny gains his own, but then quickly poke check back out. Rory finds it now, tries to split through the defenders, and can't quite do it if he gets many white jerseys there. Minneapolis comes through center with it. Wall. Minneapolis tried to make a nice cross-seam pass there, but just not quite tape to tape. Comes out of the zone. He'll go right back in. Good stick by Remy there. Shot on that Corey glove to kind of traps that against his blocker. He'll take a face off. All right, so everybody's been on the ice so far now at the park. Cycling through to the Eddie, Griffin, Eric line here. Eddie will take the draw. Remy and Caden out there on D. Caden battles for it in the corner. Eddie with a slick move in the corner. But Minneapolis comes away with a good save by Corey. Caden with his head up looking for somebody. Remy looking for somebody. We're seeing the guys. They're just a second late with those passes and they're getting intercepted by Minneapolis. So now Remy brings it behind the net. He's going to bring that around to Griff. Griff will try to tip it to Eddie. Almost, right idea, just execution wasn't quite there. Eric comes in and tries to insert himself there. Minneapolis right back down low. We'll see if this one bounces out. It does. But again, Minneapolis is there. Very little zone time for Park so far. Let's see what Eric can do here. He tries to cut to the middle. Nice job by the Minneapolis defender, just taking the body. And they're going to come out of the zone. Yep, they come out of the zone. Caden tries to find Griff there and calls it offside. Center ice face off. Graham busts through the pressure. Everett picks it up, battles along the wall. Now Graham picks it up. Moves along the wall. Everett tries to get to it. Jakey tries to keep it in. Comes all the way the length of the ice to Nate. Nate makes a nice move around his man. Dishes it to Jakey. Jakey tries to go off the wall. It got picked out of the air by Minneapolis. Nice play by them. Graham brings it up across the blue line, trying to gain center, but loses it. And it goes right back down. Jake will go back with it. He's got plenty of time. He'll get his head up. Bring it around to Rory. Rory can't quite find the handle. Graham's in the lane there to intercept it. Shot and a tip well high by Minneapolis. Nate's got it. Nice reverse there instead of just jamming it against the wall there. Minneapolis goes low to high. Defense moves to the center. Takes a shot, but nice block by Graham there. He's covering his man in the slot. Getting behind the net here. Jakey battling for it. Now it comes to the near wall. Nate and Eli on it. Eli's got it on a stick. Nice pass to Rory. Rory couldn't quite handle. Graham plays his man, shoulder to shoulder. And it's just pinging around in the neutral zone right now. Jakey with a strong play up the wall here. Really nice. Then centers it. Had Rory in the middle. Couldn't quite find it. Nice play by Lewis Western. Intercept that pass and get it down deep. Rory full speed pursuing. He's F1. Comes up the near wall. Great pinch there by Nate, reading the play and keeping that in. Good job by Rory. Remy reading that one, keeping the puck in. Just barely offsides. Far wall there. Griff Scotty finds Eddie. Eddie tried to center to Eric, who was in the slot in his usual spot. Remy with a nice hard shot, just wide. Rings around, and Minneapolis is the first one there. And they are going to dump it in. They seem to be content with just dumping it in anytime they can, making our defense can go back to retrieve it and try to break it out, which Park has struggled with so far. Eric makes a nice move here. He's coming through center with some speed, but he gets poke checked. He had Griff on the wing. Probably would have done a better move, moving the puck there. And now it comes back out. Elliott the last one back for us. Remy comes back and retrieves that. Nice reverse by Remy to give himself some space and time. Brings it around the wall to Griff. Griff tries to find Eddie coming through for a breakout, but didn't really work. Now it's just stuck in the middle. They feed the point. Nice block by Remy there. Griff tries to bang it up the wall and does. Now it's a race between Eddie and the Minneapolis defender. The Minneapolis defender gets there first. Gets it out of trouble. Hayden goes back for it. He's going to bang it up the wall. Griff headmans it to Everett. Everett stays on side. Everett battles for it in the far wall there. But Minneapolis comes away with it. They bring it through center, gain the red line. Nice job by Kay Bajowski angling his man into the wall, separating him from the puck. Gets wrong. Everett's got, he's looking for someone in the middle. Pass gets deflected. Minneapolis with a hard shot, but gets deflected. Back to Everett there. Everett, as always, finds the open man. Got that one tape to tape. A lot of passes that have had the right idea so far today, but not many have connected. That one did connect. Minneapolis gains his own. Corey covers that one up. It wasn't a hard shot, but could have caused some trouble there if it bounced a little bit more. So we'll take a face-off here on the near wall. 0-0 here, 5:51. Minneapolis certainly has had more of the play in their zone than Park has. We'll see if Park can wake up here and maybe get something going here. Here's Rory. Headmans it to Benny. Benny gains his own, but quickly comes back out. Now back down low. It never cleared the zone. There's some pressure around the net. Benny battling for it behind the wall. Comes to Lewis. Lewis trying to find his man in front of the net, but can't quite get there. Benny's going to be the first one to it on the far wall. Rory turns and fires, gets deflected. Lewis with it now behind the net. Lewis trying to figure out what to do with it there in the near wall. It's in the corner. He's taking a few licks from the Minneapolis team. Just good shoulder battle. Hockey. Great jump. Great step by Jakey there to read that pass and come in and get into a high danger chance right into the slot. But Minneapolis had it packed in pretty tight and couldn't get the shot through. So that was the best stretch of pressure the Parks had for the game. Now it's coming up the wall. Rory might be the first one there, but it's 1-on-3. Not much for him there. So smart move, just ladle it behind the net. See if he can get some pressure on it. That might be an ice. And it is. Yes. Offensive draw for the Killer E line has been broken up in favor of the G line. Griffin, Eddie, Eric, GE, and Nate and Remy are out there on D. So we'll see if they can win a draw here and put one of their set plays in motion. Looks like they have something drawn. Eddie does win it, but it's contested, so it wasn't real clean. They still get it in deep. Eric goes to work down low. Up the wall to Minneapolis. Eddie's there on him. Remy reads that play and keeps it in his feet. Still keeps it in. Gets it to Eric, but Eric can't keep it. And another one of those that just comes barely out. Trying. But just not a lot of crispness with the puck yet. Here, maybe it's a warm puck on this warm day, bouncing around, not lying flat for him. All right, puck's down. Eddie wins it back to Remy. Remy goes back to retrieve. He's going to send it to the middle where Eric finds it. Eric's got some speed here. He's got Griff trailing him. Eric tries to turn the corner. Gets a shot on net. There for the rebound. Nate with a nice step there to force his man outside. Eddie gets back and covers for Nate. So no danger there. Good shot blocked by Remy and Eddie maybe there. Eric battling forward along the far wall. Now Eddie tries to send it up, but gets blocked. Minneapolis barely held in by Minneapolis there. I think that was the right call, though. Now goes to the far side. Remy battles forward. Eric finds it. Eric tries to center it across. It's never a good choice in the defensive zone, though, unless it's 100%. Now he's got it again. They carry it up. Again, tries to make a pass, but forcing it. The lane is not there on those cross-ice passes. So they'll go for a change, and Nate intercepts that one, sends it back down, but hadn't quite cleared the zone, so I believe that'll be a neutral zone face-off for that offsides. That'll allow a full line change. Eli, Bram, and Everett. Jake and Elliott out there. The back line. So 0-0. We got just under 3 minutes left here. Jakey keeps it in at the point. Shovels it. Gets kicked by Minneapolis. Jakey finds it again. He plays it down low. Smart move. Was kind of handcuffed. Puck was rolling on him. Tries it again. Now Minneapolis has numbers, but luckily they whiffed on the cross-ice pass. Allows some Park players to get back. Elliott stabs it out to Eli. Eli tries to center, but hits a body. And a nice goal by Minneapolis. Turnover there by Park at a bad spot. And number 6 for Minneapolis goes in and picks that upper left-hand corner. I'm sure they'd like to have that one back. Just some sloppy handling of the puck on that one. And Minneapolis jumps out to a again up the wall. Minneapolis seals it again. Randy and Rory battle for it on the far wall. Now Caden's got his man behind the net. Oh! That was a innocent enough looking play that turned into a real scare. Kind of just a weak little deflection from behind the net to the side of the goal and almost crawled through Corey's pads there into the back of the net, but thankfully it did not, and we will stay at 1-0. 1:44 left here in the first period. Eddie in to take the draw. Remy and Caden out there on D. Eddie wins the draw. He's been winning most of the night. Or this afternoon, I should say. So Caden's got him on the net. He reverses. Tries to send up the wall, but not enough on it. Remy's got it now. He reverses it as well. Nice move here. Tape-to-tape pass by Caden to Hogan, which is good. Hogan tried to go to the middle where Eddie was coming through, and he just got picked. So Hart just can't seem to find a rhythm on their breakout here so far today. And that puck is on net into Corey's chest, and he'll take the face off, and a fresh set of skaters for Bart comes out. All right, Graham gets low on that stick for the draw. Minneapolis wins it. Graham does a nice job coming out to cover that defenseman after the draw. Nate's got it in the corner. Keeps it in the corner. Graham tries to move it up. Ooh, that squirts into the middle. That's a really good spot for the puck when you're defending. Everett gets it out. 55 seconds left. But Minneapolis quickly regroups and comes the other way. Send it on net. Corey tries to glove it, but bounced off his pad. Minneapolis goes high to low. Nate's got that one in front of the net. Nate shovels it to Everett. Everett battles up the wall. Gets it out of the zone. Minneapolis with the puck though, back down low. 34 seconds left. Jakey's got plenty of time. He's got his head up. He's going to skate this one. It's a smart move. He's going to gain the red line. He tries to get it deep, but offsides apparently with 23 seconds left. And they're going to roll their lines here again. Send Benny and Lewis, Rory out there. Elliott and Remy on D. A couple of lefties on D out there. Minneapolis wins the draw. Sends something just wide of the net. Rory in there. And Remy in the far wall battling for it. Rory's got it. He sends it behind the net. Lewis picks it up, gets his stick lifted. Minneapolis goes low to high. They go D to D. Rory's out there pursuing that defender. Force him to dump it in, and that's going to bring an end to this period. A little bit of a disjointed period. Not a lot of sustained pressure or crisp puck movement, but All right, we're back to period 2. We got the new elevated camera position. We'll see how this works. Hopefully I don't hurt myself. All right, Minneapolis gains the zone there. Goes to the far corner where Remy pursues it. Remy brings it around near side. He's skated up the wall. He's got a head of steam and some ice. Takes it wide. Oh, nice hand-to-hand rush there by Remy to gain the zone. Rory back on D, trying to keep it in. That new camera angle was too difficult, so we're going to go back to this one here. Elliott goes back for it. Remy in the near corner. Can't see it over some heads there, but believe me, it's there. Now it's far wall. Kenny's pursuing it. Goes behind her own net. Remy's there. Shoulders his guy. Gains position on him. Rory sends it, and I think that's going to be icing. Oh, and it is, barely. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off to Corey's glove side. Eddie will be in for the draw. Caden and Jakey out as the new defenseman. Eddie with the win. Pretty high percentage of wins on the draw today. Griffin gets the ring. Hard to handle that. Now Eric's going to try to handle it. He sees Eddie up the middle. Nice pass there. Eddie takes it wide, gains the zone. Eric's going to pursue that puck after him. Tries to gain position, and he does. Eddie in there to pick it up like we see so often. Move well together. Eric's battling for it. Oh, bounces to Eddie. Eddie's got his head up. He's got some time. He finds Jakey sneaking into the middle. Right idea, just didn't quite connect on it. Nice to see those defensemen pinching down low. That's how the game's played these days. You got to generate offense from your defense. Nice cool. Now Jakey's he shovels it up the wall to Eric. Eric does find the handle. He cuts to the middle. He's got a little bit of speed. He's got Griffin on his right. Hopefully he's got his head up. He sees him. Nice pass. I think this line's out of gas now after a couple up and down the ice. Minneapolis gains the zone. Shot just wide. Far corner. Bring it around. Comes up to Minneapolis D. They go D to D. Late change there, but he was on just in time. Now comes through the crease area. Eddie's got it on the far wall. Eric's got it now. Imagine he's probably gassed. Yeah, he's going to just try to dump it. And both boys can get a change, get some fresh troops out there. So overcome boards come Eli, Everett, and Bram. It's a long bomb pass, and they rule that's an icing. There's a couple attempted high sticks on it that everybody missed. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off. So, Park with a little bit of pressure there to start the second period, which is good to see. See if they can keep that up. Bram's in for the draw here. Everett in his signature crouch position there, ready for the draw. Kind of comes back, and Minneapolis skates through to get it. Nice job by them. Somebody forgot to tie up their man. Minneapolis has it in the far corner. D makes a nice move. Toe drags it, but Nate's coming in there to clean that up and not let that progress any further. So Minneapolis goes back. Everett pursues. Tip to Remy. Remy just misses Bram. Everett and Bram pursuing. Comes up the middle. Nice tip. The Minneapolis player, and Remy will have to go back for it, or him or Nate. Nate goes back forward. He gains position on his man. Good battle there. Puck's behind the net now. Nate continues to pursue his guy. Comes out to D, and a nice block by Everett. Great job getting in the lane there right off his shin pad. It's not going to hurt you. Graham picks it up. Good centering pass to Everett. Everett's in now. He's in close. Oh! Boy, he whistled that one off the crossbar. Great hard shot by Everett. Wow. Got his head up. You saw that corner. He wanted it. Just went crossbar and out. shoot. Great opportunity there by some hard work. They were pressuring the puck hard and got rewarded for it. So, all right. Then he digs in. Oh, the referee didn't like something about that face-off. Somebody was creeping in, I think. But with 10:50 left here, Benny will take this draw again with Rory off to his left, Lewis to his right. Minneapolis wins the draw behind them. Lewis does a good job pursuing the puck carrier. Jakey's got it on the back end here. Jakey's got it again. Goes cross ice to Lewis. Lewis tries to get it deep, but the Minneapolis defenseman does a good job of gloving that puck down to himself and bringing it the other way. Now they have numbers. Great shot, great save by Corey there. Quick little wrist shot by Minneapolis trying to go short side, and Corey put the blocker on it. Keep this a one-goal game. Gets deflected over to the far wall. Defenseman creeps in to get it. Nice play to shovel it behind the back to himself. Moves to the center. Scores. Really nice move there by Minneapolis player. Behind the back to himself. Step to the middle and wristed one. Far corner, upper corner. I'm sure Corey was screened there as well. There was a lot of traffic in front there. All right, 2-0. Eric coming over to try to angle as well. Cause him to cough it up. Remy gets a great shot on net. Oh, Griff turns and fires. Great play there. Just couldn't quite find the net. Remy does a nice job pinching. Causes some disruption. Gives Caden time to go back and get it and try to regroup it. Finds Griff. Eddie pursues in the far corner. Pokes it around. Minneapolis with a nice outlet pass there. I found a forward streaking through the middle. Caden and Remy do a nice job. Oh, breakaway here. Great save by Corey. Minneapolis picks that pass off, goes in all alone. Corey was up to the task. Keep this a 2-goal game. All right, Bram out there for the draw, along with his usual battery mates of Eli and Everett. Coming to the near wall here, Everett pursues hard. Minneapolis beats him on. Back down, Jakey initiating contact as he likes to do. Minneapolis comes away with the puck. They go out to D to D. D walks in. Shot on net, and Corey up to the task, makes the save. Nice puck movement there by Minneapolis, kind of your classic low to high, D to D, and there's nobody on the weak side D. He just walked right in. So we'll have another offensive zone face-off here. Bram tying his man up and eventually gets the puck back to far corner where it's out of danger. Oh, that one deflects off our own skates. Right into Corey's pads. He extinguishes that before it causes any more trouble. We'll try it again here. Bram wins the draw over to Jakey. Jakey sends it behind the net to Nate. Minneapolis moves it to the center. Gets deflected. Everett's over there battling for it. If you can't see it, comes out to their D. This time we have some pressure on the D. Nice job by Everett. Forces the D to send it back down low. Minneapolis in the far corner now. Nate does a nice job pushing his man off the puck. Eli pursuing now. Putting the body on his man. Bram, the second man in. Trying to find the puck, but Minneapolis comes away with it. Everett forcing his man wide. Jakey with a nice steal at the blue line. He comes away with it. Just lost the handle for a split second. Otherwise, he had a chance there to do something with it. Everett comes through this time. No, he's going to be the first man to it in the corner. Centers it. But Minneapolis defenders there to whack it away. Jakey again initiating contact. This is Minneapolis player. They bring it through the neutral zone, bouncing around. Graham finds the handle. He turns it up ice. Tries to find Eli, but right into the shin pad of the Minneapolis player. Eli finds it, bounces it off the wall to center ice. They wave off that icing. I guess they ruled Jakey's supposed to have a stick that's 8 inches high to be able to play that. Now comes the center. That was dangerous there. Minneapolis does not keep that in there. So have an offsides face-off here, I'd imagine. A few new bodies out there. So Benny on the draw here. Rory and Lewis with wings. Remy and Elliott out there on D. Then he finds it off the draw, but stick handles into the Minneapolis player's stick. Now he battles for it. Comes out to neutral ice. Remy's got it along the wall, sends it down in deep. Then he's the first forward in. Right up the middle. Minneapolis likes that breakout pass. It comes right up the middle of the ice. They seem to have found a seam there. A few times. Rory to Benny. Benny to Lewis. Lewis sends it down deep. They'll go to work. Remy's got the puck. Turns. Tries to move up ice with it. Minneapolis does a nice job of not letting that happen, putting the body on him. Some contact in the far corner between Elliott and Minneapolis forward. Now it's another dangerous bounce right off the rear wall. Came out right in front of Corey, but he put a good glove on it, so no damage done. 6:20 left. Park down 2-0 here in the second period. 6:20. Defensemen will remain. Remy and Elliott. Minneapolis will face-off win there on goal, and Corey picks that one out of the air with his glove, and they will do it again. Face off to the far corner. Elliott sends it behind. Eddie's back there helping. Pile up here. Pucks. Drift comes away with it. Now Eric finds it on the near wall. Finds Eddie, headmans it. Eddie tries to stick handle through. He does. He's got Drift down the middle. Oh, really nice play there. Eric with a good outlet pass to Eddie. Eddie worked his way through some Minneapolis players. Not sure how. It was impressive. And he found Griff going to the net. That's where guys go to score goals. Good play by Griff. The goalie was up to the task on that one. So, offensive zone. Minneapolis wins it to the back corner. Eric pursues and blocks that outlet pass. Now Griff goes and finds it. Griff's got it. Tries to center it. Hit a body. I think Eddie's going to get to that next. He'll send it down low. Griff's got it. Tries to find Eric in the middle. Deflects. Eric's got it. He centers it. Oh, almost off his skate. All right, folks, hopefully we're back in business here. We were down for a while, not sure why. It was not operator error, I can tell you that much. So we are still 2-rip, 154 left in the second period, 154 left in the second. Park down by 2. Trying to get some momentum going here. Eric pokes it ahead, pokes it again, gets it down low. Got his head up, he's looking for Griff again. Oh, just wide. Mine's been working good for him. Sneaking down. Nice to see those passes instead of just flinging it on net, having a little patience there to let a play develop. So Eddie, Eric, Griff, some golden opportunities here. I think they're going to get rewarded eventually. But now they got to defend. Defensive zone, Jakey's there. Comes to Griff, moves it to the middle. Doesn't quite get out. Nice play by Minneapolis to keep that in. Not sure if it was a hand pass maybe or not, but anyways, Griff sends it out up the middle. I don't think that's going to be icing. Yeah, doesn't quite get down, so Eric will chase that angle. Oh! Eddie knew Eric was over there on the weak side and tried to get it to him, but I think they're just a little out of gas, this group right now. Got 50 seconds left. Hopefully they can defend and Get a whistle here. Goes to the far corner. Elliott's over there. Eric comes out, and the defenseman moves around him. Dangerous there by the defenseman. He lost the handle, but Eli couldn't quite poke check it into neutral ice, which would have been a track meet for somebody. So now it's dangerously in front. Corey gets a glove on it and will again extinguish that with 19.9 seconds left in the second period. Park down by 2. Hayden and Remy will come out for D to try to block this thing down in the last 20 seconds. Good battle by Bram off the face-off. Kind of lost initially, but darted by the center to get out there and get possession of it. Far corner. Bram playing really hard on his man there. Leaning on him shoulder to shoulder, trying to separate him from the puck. And that will do it. So we'll see what coaches have. Looks like we just got Coach Bump today. Rumor is Coach Whips is battling some illness. We wish him well. Hopefully he's starting to turn the corner here. Need him back for playoffs. Special this Saturday afternoon. And we'll have 15 more minutes to play here to see if the Orioles can scratch something out. This is here compared to there. Jake and Nate out there on D. Goes behind the net. Rory and Nate. Nate wins that battle there. Moves the puck up to Lewis. D to D by the Minneapolis defenseman there. Shot deflected wide. Nate gets it behind the net there. Tries to turn, go reverse. Comes up to Rory with it. Rory moves to the center. And just flings it out to center ice. Minneapolis goes D to D. Keep the zone. They gain the zone. Flip it down. Jakey will go for it. Nice D-to-D one-timer there by Minneapolis, but gets blocked by the massive humanity in front of Corey. Nate does a nice job reading that play coming up. Rory's got it now at the head of steam, was wide. Gets a shot high and wide there, but doing a good job pitching the defenseman back by taking it wide. Now Minneapolis will come back across the blue line into the attacking zone, turns the corner, nice centering pass. And a goal. Exactly sure what happened there, but tighter bodies, I think. Not a lot of urgency on that puck, that shift. So ends up in the back of the net, and we'll face it off at center ice. 3-0 with 11:26 left for the Orioles. Graham will take the draw with Eli and Everett. Cade and Jake. Everett blows a tire pursuing that. Minneapolis gets it down. Just over 9 minutes left as Minneapolis gains the zone here. Tries to turn the corner on Remy, but Remy's not going to allow that to happen. Comes out to D. They put a shot on net again. Orioles have packed in pretty tight around the net, and that gets blocked. Eric forces the man out of the zone. Regroup. Nice stick by Eric there. See if he can turn the corner here. And we're not sure what happened there. I don't think it was a goal. I think it hit the pipe, but I thought I heard him blow the whistle, but people kind of stopped playing, but we'll see. Maybe Eric will get another chance here on it. That's a pretty shallow angle. Oh, he gets a hook there. That probably should have been a hook on that one, but no penalties yet. We're going to keep going. Nate walks in. Great pass by Eddie there. Oh, great shot by Nate. Rebound right to Eric. Just couldn't quite pound that one in. Eddie moves to the middle, tries to put it on net, deflected by Minneapolis, and it's going to come back out to center ice. So a couple of great chances there by the Orioles. just couldn't quite solve this goalie. Battle through it. Eddie moves it up to Griff. Griff gains the zone. Battle for it along the blue line. Eddie gets it down a little deeper. Minneapolis sends it back out. I don't think that's going to be enough for icing, so Nate will have to go back for it, move it, which he does. Nice job. Eddie finds it. Eddie over to Griff again. That combination's been good today. Griff with a shot on net. Well done. These guys are tired, I know. Everett's out there. Everett got a change. So we kind of got a mixed line here, pressuring. Everett's fresh, and Griff and Eddie are probably a little tired. Finds Eddie in the slot. Oh, Eddie saw Everett kind of pivoting to take the one-timer and just went through the wickets. Everett sends it on net. There's Eddie. Can't quite find the handle. Griff finds the handle, turns and spins and shoots. Flutters over. This is in the slot here. Everett can't quite find the handle. Bouncing around. Nate pinches to keep that in. Finds Eddie. Oh, they just can't find the handle, these guys. Hopefully they'll be playing with some frozen pucks in the district tournament. Settle things down. All right, got some fresh legs out there. That turned into a real long shift for Eddie and Griffin, but there were some good chances. They didn't want to stop. Now Nate's got it. Great flip pass up to Eli. God, what a pass by Nate. Fortunately, Minneapolis defender was right on Eli when he got it. So it comes up the near wall again. Minneapolis trying to get it out. Eli tries to keep it in. Back and forth. Rams got it. Put the shot on net. And Love for a face-off. All right. Offensive zone face-off that Benny will take, along with Rory and Lewis. Remy and Elliott looking to generate some offense from their D positions here as we approach the 6-minute mark of period 3 here. So time's running short here for the Orioles. If they can get one on the board. Been in a little bit of a scoring slump here lately. Tying 1-1 in their previous game. Losing 5-1 before that. So need to find their scoring touch here before playoffs starts. No time like the present. Minneapolis gains the zone here. Nice drop pass. Shots deflected high over the net. Lewis battles forward along the wall. Still battling along the wall there. Elliott and Lewis in there. Benny intercepts the pass. Stick handles into traffic. Shoveled out to center ice. Minneapolis finds it, and they send it down deep, or they try to. Remy gets a stick on it, though. Benny bangs it out to center ice. Minneapolis sends it right back down. Elliott's got it here. He rings it around. No one home. Remy in there battling, using his body. Rory sends it up the wall to their D. Remy wins another puck battle there. Now for their D again. There we go. Benny almost intercepts that. He would have been off to the races if he would have been there a second earlier. Nice breakout pass by Remy. Now Rory's racing down. Can't quite get the handle or turn the corner, so he'll go off for a change. Get some fresh skaters out there. Griff's back out there. Long bomb pass by Minneapolis. It connects. Good shot by them. Good save by Corey. Eddie's got it now. Eddie finds Griff. Griff banks it along the wall and in. Gonna go pursue it. And Eddie. Minneapolis now brings it through center with some speed. Goes wide on Jakey. Jakey slows him down just enough. Get that one out of play. That one's going to come out to neutral zone. Right back in. Caden kicks it to himself. Labels it up to Eric. Eric makes the move to the middle. 3-on-1 here. Ooh, he's... Oh! And missed that one, folks. But Eric had some nice stick handling there and got a quick shot off. Past the goaltender to make it 3-1. So we're 3-1. You'll have to use your imagination on what that one looked like. But I think it was one of the defensemen made a nice pass up to Eric in the neutral zone on a kind of a broken regroup. And we'll see if we can keep the momentum going. Remy gets it up to Everett. Everett gains the zone. Everett cuts to the middle. Shovels it on net. Good play. The goaltender does a nice job deflecting that thing to the corner though and not let any rebounds hang around. Graham whacking at it. Comes back out to the... Oh, just bounces Remy's stick again. Need to get some frozen pucks out here. Too bouncy on this warm day, but that's a whistle for offsides. And we'll line it up and do it again. But they're going to take that one to center ice. Well, we got 3:27 left in the period. Graham over to Everett. Everett battling for it with his player. Having a nice job getting position on his player. Eli with a nice touch pass to Bram. Bram stick handles in, shoots high. Elliott finds it, sends it back down low in the corner. Everett's going to pursue that. Minneapolis with a clean break out there. Using speed. Shallow angle. Corey's got that. Good job keeping him wide. Everett centers it to Graham. Man, unbelievable how much that puck is bouncing. I'm not sure it's laid flat more than a few minutes this game. Graham up the far wall. Oh, nice pass. He finds Eli wide. All right, Shameless Park on a power play here. Had a nice chance there. Let's poke check. Let's poke check. Kind of disrupts things. Send it down deep. We'll see if they can get the puck. Here. If they get on the fall, maybe he'll get one here. 32 seconds left. Eddie cuts to the middle. Nice play by Eddie. So it gets stripped of the puck. Nate goes back for it. We'll see what Nate's got up his sleeve there. He's going to find Eric. Eric didn't have much time there. Eddie finds Eli. Eli over to Griff. Griff with the shot. It's going wide, but the goalie gloves it. And with 21 seconds left in the game, 12 on the power play.